Now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it. Incoming. Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, JBs.
Hello.
It's Tuesday.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
Oh, look at you.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being
Happy
here.
to be here.
James. Thanks for being here.
Thank
we
you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Yeah. Yeah. I love your smiling face every day, you know?
Oh,
Right
thank
here
you.
on the old
Yep.
program.
Mm-hmm.
Right here on the old program. Welcome to Ross Patterson Revolution. Ding it. Happy to be here today on this Tuesday. I feel alive inside, all right?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. We're heading up to First Form tomorrow night.
We are. I'm excited.
Firstform.com/Drinkin Bros, one of our big advertisers. Also love all their products. Every single thing they do is amazing, and they're known for this world-class gym that they have there.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, yeah, there you go. Boom, let's see them. Let's see them.
Yeah, gonna be a lot of hot bods there.
Tons.
So I'm giving you one night there by yourself.
By myself, yeah. Kind of nervous about it here.
Yeah.
Because you got to go in and work out. Do you know the rules?
No.
Yeah, there's a whole set of rules that come with it. And if you put a weight back on a rack and it's not measured up to the hole, like exactly, and everything else, you get thrown out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, clean up after yourself. Not
Yeah.
only that, but make it perfect. Make everything perfect.
Yeah.
And before we do shows there's an open gym that we have to go to there. So I'm like, man, I try to work out. Okay,
Yeah.
I've been trying my best. Usually I'm sitting in the parking lot staring at the gym on a call with a lawyer or something like that. And I never really get to go in, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky these days right now, because there's a lot going on with Hard AF Seltzer and all the other stuff. And today I went in and I was like, man, can I still beef this out?
Right.
You know, am I still going to be able to beef this out?
Did you beef it out?
I think so, and I think I'll be all right. You don't want to embarrass yourself, but I don't know what that weight is. I just watched Brian Callender, a good friend who just moved here, do it the other day, and it was not great. It was not great.
Beefing it out?
Yeah, he was beefing it out on his Instagram, and it wasn't great.
It wasn't beefed.
No.
Okay.
And, you know, they kind of did it on his show, Fighter and the Kid, to see what he's like now, to see what he can actually put up. And I know I'm going to get the same question on Thursday or Friday.
Right.
Where it's like, does Daddy still have it? Can I still do it, you know? And I think yes. I think the answer is yes. However, we have to ask our residents on its / workout advisor, Delco here. What's the appropriate bench for a man that you're like, okay, like you're good enough, you're a man in this life?
Yeah, where people will be like, all right, cool, like moving on, like not say anything either way. Not, like not amazing, not horrible.
Like the real answer or like my diluted answer?
The real answer. I don't want your diluted answer.
Like
of
we're
somebody who works out 6
asking
days a week.
for Ross, like what would be a number where
What's an acceptable number? Yeah.
People would be like, cool, man, like whatever, moving on.
Your
you know?
Your body weight.
Okay.
Your body weight.
Yeah. And that's what I figured. That's what I figured. So, yeah, you're looking at 225. So, yeah. All right. That's what I figured. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah. So I feel confident in that.
Now, do you want the meathead answer?
Sure.
315.
That's
315. Are you gonna do that?
By the way, that's my personal record, and that was in college.
On incline.
On incline?
Are you gonna do that?
Yeesh.
I'm currently going through some rotator cuff issues, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
You could say that.
I don't know if you know this, but Dan's on PEDs right now.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you taking?
BPC 157 and TB 500.
Hollaway's got a good cocktail going right now. I don't know what that is.
It's not it's just literal
It's just for
amino
the-
acids for the injury.
Like,
gotcha.
Like I literally have a fucked up shoulder right now.
Oh, I understand.
I'm not just making excuses.
I understand. Yeah, I know Hollaway said on the show the other day, he's on a pretty good cocktail. Ask him what it is, though. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, I'm not on any fun stuff, so it's just kind of we'll see what happens here. And I felt all right today.
Oh, good.
So I think I might be able to get through it because obviously there's going to be some videos and some things online, and I'm just like, oh, boy. After watching Callan getting embarrassed a couple weeks ago, I was like, man, I don't want that to be me. You know? Can't have that in my life.
Okay.
Jesse, I can't.
I wish you well.
I'm sorry. All right?
No, I wish you well.
Just deadlift. It's easier.
Deadlift is easy, legs are easy always, biceps are easy. But I think the bench is the sexiest where everybody wants to see that. That's what everybody wants to see.
Squat. I think if you could squat a good number,
Oof.
that's impressive.
No.
Like, what's your squat?
4. I gave up on that a long time ago.
You think you can squat 405 right now?
No, not a prayer. And I'll tell you why. It's one of those things where me and some of the other dads had this convo where you get roped into playing these games with the kids. Like at the end of the year, you know, championships are over, all that stuff. And then there's always one or two parents, one or two dads or moms who are just like, parents versus kids scrimmage. No. Too old for that bullshit, okay? And by too old, anything past 30, 32 is too old for that. Somebody's going to lose something, and it's going to be bad.
Well, they wanted us to do that at this last, like, I went to doubleheader birthday party, kinder birthday party on Sunday. And the second one, they wanted, like, parents involved in all, because it was at Sports Academy.
Okay.
So it was, like, parents against kids, dodgeball. Parents against kids, like, wiffle. Parents against kids, you know, thing. I'm like, can I just sit? Like, what? I don't want to play with my kid.
Yeah, can I relax for a little bit? And
I'm going to be playing with him.
Yeah. But it was one of those things I'm just like, no, dude, I'm not doing that.
Can they just play?
Yeah. Because and this dude had asked me the other night, he goes, hey, man, why not? And I go, I can only imagine the look on Jesse's face if I came home and say, hon, I tore an ACL. And I can't walk up and down the stairs. I can't pick up the kids. I can't do anything for the next 6-8 months because I decided to pick up basketball or soccer or something like that.
Right. And I will say, like, with kindergarten age, they do it more than, like, a 5th grader because they're like, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe your parents are older. You know what I mean? We don't know. But with kinder kid, people are like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody's young and spry. And I'm
it's not like Pacino's your dad, you know? You're fine.
Yeah. With Robert De Niro.
You're fine.
Yeah.
And because the other thing we've been working on is we are sponsoring the NAL, National Arena League football there for the championship in 2 weeks. Really hope it's the Beaumont Renegades, by the way, because that's in Texas and I can just drive there, and that would be nice. Be lovely.
That would be lovely.
We went to Columbus, Georgia last year. Hard AF Seltzer is sponsoring it. Our logo's on the ball. Put that up on screen there, Bob. But look at that.
It's a pretty sweet, fun time.
So dope.
Yeah.
So dope. There's a couple being sent to the house for the kids, so I'll bring one into the studio so we can see it. But we're selling like 100 of these, limited edition, and it's for this year's championship. Watching those games is so much fun that I'm excited. I just hope it's not in a tiny town like last time, you know?
Right.
Like a really Beaumont's fine. There's some other stuff to do around there, and it's relatively close. But last year was in Columbus, Georgia. Now, granted, I got to do it with a childhood hero and Tim Hudson, and that was fun. But we got the footballs there, and they asked me and Jax, our oldest, if we could kick before the game and all that stuff. So that I worked on, and that's easy. That one's an easy one, so good to go on that one.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. But as far as if I actually had to sprint in one of these goddamn things, not a prayer.
Yeah.
Not one single fucking prayer anymore. Squats out the window, Delco. No. It's more or less just for movement at this point. There's no records. There's no nothing in any of that stuff. Still got little kids, and you got to pick them up. And
I love squats.
I know you do. I know. And you know, there was a time when I did too. However, if something blows out and you can't pick up your child anymore, it's just not worth it at this age.
You're not jumping. You're not really doing anything explosive. You're just
you hope, but there's a lot of things that are pulling down there, and it's a lot, bro.
Just wait.
405 is a lot. Are you still doing 405? Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. No, many moons ago for a good 405. I mean, I'm talking like 22, 23 maybe. Like long time ago. So yeah, not a prayer anymore, but we get to go out and kick these. That'll be easy and fun, and I'm looking forward to that. It's fun that he's at the age where he starts to get to enjoy all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he recognizes greatness, which is great. I took him to, he wanted to see the last Mission Impossible over the weekend, which I took him to, and he walked out of there and said, "Dad, Tom Cruise is the GOAT."
Nice.
And I was surprised for an 11-year-old, where I was just like,
surprising.
"Oh, really?" Because with TC, and we've said this in the past, I don't know when the age is that he's going to stop. He got forced out of this Mission Impossible franchise. There was some shots in the film, which, by the way, I've never understood one fucking plot line in this whole goddamn thing. Neither did he, neither did I in this last one. But there's so much crazy action in IMAX that you're like, I don't care what this is. I don't care what the plot is, and I'm all good. And I can watch him do the stunts and all that other crazy shit. And then when I got home later on the night, I watched like the plane stunts and the submarine stunts and how he was doing it. I'm like, at 62, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But there was some physical shots, like with the camera, that were up close that you could clearly tell were, well, it's getting better, but he looked perfect, right? There's some further away shots where you're like, oh, well, he's 62 here. Like, I think it was a nice walk-off move at that point.
For sure.
Now, the crazy thing, and I don't want to, this is not really a spoiler, but because I figured this was going to happen, was they did show clips from all of the 10 or 11 movies over the years, including the first one, which was like 30 years ago. Yeah. And
they brought back actors from the first one.
I know. And I was stunned. First of all, that these people were alive. Second of all, that they all looked pretty goddamn good, where I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett is still Angela Bassett, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, black don't crack, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she looks damn good in the fucking Black Panther movies. Like, she's always hot.
It's crazy. Now, Tom Cruise was a weird one, man, because do you remember what he looked like in the first one? Like where he was hovering above the
the laser.
The lasers?
Laser scene in that movie is iconic.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
we all remember it.
Right. They brought that back. And but yeah, show his picture from this, because this was the shot they used, and you were like, oh, fuck, dude. And I forgot, right? Because I've seen Top Gun and I've seen this, but I haven't really gone back and watched the catalog anymore because I don't know where to find it. And if it's on, it's on. But let's face it, the only thing that's really on a regular basis is Top Gun over and over and over again. And when you watch this in the movie and you look at him now, you're like, holy shit, dude. It's a miracle you're still alive at this point. And the planes and all that other stuff that he's jumping out of and harnessed into. I watched the real stuff when I got home, and there was a couple cables that were connected to him in this one scene, but like even then I wouldn't have done that.
No.
Not one single prayer would I have done any of this stuff. And our child, again, who's now old enough, was like, Dad, what'd you do for this? Like, didn't you have to do stuff like that? And I go, no. I would ask the stunt guy to come in immediately for everything. Like, there's just no need to even risk something like that. The fact that he's been doing it this long was truly amazing, and really can't say enough about how good the movie is on IMAX. And then, of course, movie starts. Who's there? Sitting by himself on screen. Hi, it's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the movie.
Right.
And I really mean it. This movie was meant to be seen in IMAX with a bunch of people and a big bucket of popcorn and just enjoying yourself, because that is the way real movies are done these days. And I mean...
And then he got into the spaceship and beamed up with Elron.
I mean, I got choked up from the get-go, and I was like, by himself. No fancy shit, no like Mission Impossible thing behind him. He was just in a fucking gray room where you're just like, oh, all right, you just want to sit down and chat with the audience one-on-one here about what we're going to see. And after talking to my son, I go, you realize like what you said, right? Like it's the greatest of all time. And he goes, oh, yeah. Like I realize. And I go, how do you know with him, you know? And he goes, because he's doing all the stuff. And, you know, Top Gun 2 is like his favorite movie. And he goes, I don't believe that anybody else does that stuff. And I go, man, you're right. They don't.
Yeah.
They really don't do it.
Like I said, at an early age or just in general, you can tell when something's fake and something's real. And all he says about Mission Impossible, I've gone with him, is like,
you took the last one, right?
He's like, he's doing it for real, right? And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going for. So I don't want to even say anything more than the sentence I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. But that's why I'm not really worried about AI too much. End
how
of
so?
Story. Because people want, even with CGI, as good as that gets, even our 11-year-old that grew up with it is still like, I want to see people doing shit for real.
Yeah, so it's
and that's where we're going to end that conversation about AI, though.
It is, but it is funny you said that, because there was one scene with like two planes, a bright yellow plane and a bright red plane that were in the film. And he goes, he looks over and he goes, well, that's AI. And I go, no, he actually owns those planes. Those are his. Those are Tom Cruise's planes. And I was like, yeah, all of this is real. And I was like, he's the last of a dying breed. And that's kind of it. But then afterwards, I was like, so who's your GOAT basketball player then? This broke my heart, you know? LeBron James. And I was just like, man.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, he's 11.
No, I understand that. But he knows that 62-year-old Tom Cruise is the greatest, you know? Like, it's the greatest movie star of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise has been making movies his whole life, though.
Very true. Very true.
Jack's his whole life.
Yep.
Whereas I don't know
Very
who
true.
you're wanting him to say, but he kind of stopped playing before our kid.
Well, Jordan, right? So we went to
Jordan for sure, and then
But we went to pick up shoes, and he goes, dude, I want the Jordans. And I was like,
yeah, the shoes are still cool.
I know, which is wild to me.
I thought you were going to say Kobe.
No.
But both.
I got
both
Kobe
he
at
didn't,
2. I
he
got Kobe
didn't
at 2.
grow up
No,
with. So.
I know. But when we go to the Dick's shoe store, you know. By the way, Dick's is coming to a place near you. They just bought out some other huge sports company, so there's going to be a shit ton of Dick's all over the nation. There's going to be Dick's all over your faces and bodies.
Did they buy
pretty soon.
Academy?
I don't think it was Academy, Bob. You can look it up. Dick's just bought somebody massive, though, sports-wise, so that'll be expanded. I want to say Foot Locker, maybe?
Yeah, Foot Locker.
Yeah.
For $2.4 billion.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I don't know where a Foot Locker is around here, but I guess a Dick's
well,
will be there instead.
Yeah, in the malls, and right now they're turning a lot of these malls into Dick's for like half the malls.
Oh yeah.
They did it in North Carolina, so maybe they're including that space or shoes or something like that. But yeah, all these companies are selling right now, and it's wild to see. Skechers, she sold for $10 billion, for Christ's sakes. With a B, $10 billion. Fucking Skechers, bro. Jesus Christ. $10 billion fucking dollars. This was $2.4 billion for Foot Locker? That seems excessive, doesn't it?
I wonder if Foot Locker had, I mean, you're buying, you know, whatever, their access to different shit or deals that they had with different shit. Because Dick's Foot, like, shoe section is definitely lacking. So I wonder if Foot Locker has, like,
inventory.
They basically bought their deals that they had with people. And
got it. Hopefully.
Their access to stuff, basically. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how that worked out, but $2.4 billion, that seems excessive for Foot Locker. Skechers is at least global, so it kind of makes sense. Like, there's one in like every country or some shit. But Foot Locker, $2.4 billion. Gross. I mean, I love going to the mall there as a kid, but when's the last time anybody's like, man, you know what? Back up the car and let's go to Foot Locker and let's try on some shoes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's
strange.
What you think, but yeah.
I guess not, but
it's not like they're going to be like using the locations of Foot Locker.
Hey.
They're buying their business and business model. So
one
to
doesn't
add
know.
to Dick's.
One doesn't know. A lot of people have been sending me this dude from King of the Hill getting killed here. You want to pop this up on screen here?
We saw this on local news.
We did.
Because it was in San Antonio.
Yes. Jonathan Joss is his name. And his neighbor murdered him?
Shot him.
Yeah. Who did he voice? John Redcorn?
He voiced John Redcorn. He was also on Parks and Rec as the Native American dude who like ran the casinos.
Yeah, he's sort of like that guy.
He's a real engine, right? Yeah. He's actually a real engine.
Probably from San Antonio, right?
I believe so.
Originally.
I probably lives in a teepee still. Like, who knows? Maybe the teepee was too close to the house. I'm not sure how that works. But, you know.
The details of the crime are
weird.
Yeah, read them off, Bob, because this story keeps getting weirder and weirder. So he was a homosexual?
Maybe. So the husband was trans.
His husband was?
Yeah. So I don't know when they met and if they were. It's a whole salad.
I don't know how that works. You know?
Yeah.
Is that in the case?
Yeah, the whole salad.
Are you reading the whole case file right now?
I'm reading just the story on People Magazine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And they're talking about they don't know if it's the whole salad or what.
Yeah, I said.
Okay.
The whole salad.
Okay.
Salad, you know, are you getting the carrot? Are you getting the 2 tomatoes or no?
People that sounded more like a New York Post thing. But go ahead.
I mean, look, Jesse, we don't know if we're getting the baby carrot and 2 tomatoes. I don't know what's in that salad. Yeah. Okay. Continue, Bob.
So here is what Joss's husband, John Redcorn's husband, wrote on Facebook about what happened.
Okay.
This is their firsthand account. My husband, Jonathan Joss, and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home. That home was burned down after over 2 years of threats from people in the area who told us they would set it on fire.
Okay.
That's great.
And it did burn down. Their house burned down. I don't know if it was arson or not, but that is a thing. The house burned down.
Okay.
We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times, and nothing was done. Throughout that time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear they did not accept our relationship. Much of the harassment was openly homophobic. They then said that, or the husband or whatever said that they arrived at their home to check the mail.
Okay.
Because they still had a mailbox there, I guess.
Okay.
And they found a skull of one of their deceased dogs left out for them to see when they arrived at the property.
Okay.
Now, said skull, does this have any skin and fur on it, or was it just...
They're saying skull.
Bone dry.
Yeah, it might have been bone dry.
Bone dry.
But they knew it was from their dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know if, like, They buried a dog on the property, and people
Okay.
dug it up and were like, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay.
We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent homophobic slurs at us. He then raised a gun from his lap and fired. Jonathan and I had no weapons. We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side when the man fired. Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. And I guess the husband was over Jonathan as he bled out in the street.
Oh, boy.
By the way, the police have determined it was not a hate crime. So I don't know how much of that is true or not true.
So Alvarez,
Or if it was just like he wanted to kill him and was just like, yelling shit at him because he was going to kill him.
Yeah. Man, it's getting tough these days because there is nothing to report on in entertainment. And we're really reaching here that we're going for voiceover actors.
Hey, there is a King of the Hill reboot coming out soon.
Is there really?
Yeah.
This is also just an interesting, local crime story.
It was in San Antonio.
Yeah. It's weird for sure, but the way that like TMZ and People Magazine and all these guys are, it's as if Bobby Hill died or something. Like the main dude or something here. Just
Mike
make
Judge.
a live action version with Josh Heupel and call it a fucking day. I mean, that's brand is Bobby, and let's just do that. But yeah, I've been hearing about this story, and it's like they just keep reporting on it, Jesse.
Yeah.
And with Gene Hackman, I understand, right? It's beloved actor, one of the greatest of all time, Oscar winner, all that stuff. With this guy, it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, I had to look up the character. I forgot.
Yeah.
I haven't seen King of the Hill in 20 years, maybe.
Yeah, but I never knew what any of them looked like.
Well, Juliette Lewis, right?
King of the Hill? No, Brittany Murphy.
Ah, that's it. Wrong one. Yeah,
Yeah.
even then. So here we are. Yeesh, R.I.P.
This is
maybe it's a fucking King of the Hill
animated?
curse.
Yeah.
Because that's the third dead cast member.
Is it
No,
really?
the fourth dead cast member. I'm sorry. So Brittany Murphy, dead.
Okay.
Tom Petty was a voice on King of the Hill for a long time.
All right.
Sometimes the diamonds.
Him.
And then you had another local Austin comedian who was the voice of Dale Gribble. What is his name? He died not too long ago.
Okay.
And then Johnny Hardwick, who's a local comedian here. And then, John Redcorn,
Wow.
Dead.
Curse of King of the Hill, huh?
fucking dead.
Curse of King of the Hill. They're all fucking dead, Jesse.
Yeah, so this is going to be an ongoing story just because the neighbor or whatever, person that shot him stayed and then told the police.
No, they fled.
No, they said when the police got there, the guy said, I shot him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Why'd you say that so confidently?
Yeah,
It's in the story.
Bob.
It's in
I mean,
the it's in the
it
People
said
magazine
that
story.
he shot him and just fled?
He said he was arrested later.
Oh, but not before. Okay.
Where'd he flee to, Jesse?
Responding officers took him into custody, yeah. And then he just said, I shot him.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did that shit.
Was that his exact quote?
He said,
No.
yeah, I shot him.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, he's a dick. Didn't like him. Bad
Yeah,
neighbor.
I mean, there was like a heated argument. So there may be some kind of, he probably was like, yeah, he threatened me, whatever. Texas being what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threatened me. He rolled up. He had 3 people, I guess, in the car with him, right? The Josh guy.
Oh, okay.
So he had his wife,
crew.
husband, wife,
Yeah.
wife, husband,
Yeah.
and then someone else. So he had 3 people. This other guy rolled up with one other person. There was a heated argument. The guy said, I'm going to shoot you, and then pulled out a gun and shot him.
Nice.
Man of his word.
Yeah.
He's like, get out of here.
like
I'm going
that.
to, he probably was like, I'm going to shoot you or whatever. And he was like, oh yeah. Who knows,
Do it.
right?
I'm John Redcorn, motherfucker.
But it's
Yeah.
going to be a he said, he said, she, he said
yeah.
Yeah.
situation.
I mean,
Do you
the
know what
guy's-
I mean?
The guy's 56. He's going to jail for like at least
Life.
15 years.
Yeah, life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
Yeah.
So that's it.
If you'd like to donate to his GoFundMe, the murderers.
Stop. Is there a murderers
No, no,
GoFundMe?
no, no,
Because
no,
that's
no.
where we're at.
No.
That's where we're at in today's
No.
society. But yeah, the amount of headlines this is eating up over a character that I barely know.
I think it's not so much the character that it's just a really weird story.
Yeah, this could be a future crime corner.
It's also a
That,
beloved
like,
show.
It is a beloved show.
It is a beloved show.
I know you're not into animation.
No. I recognize the power of. By the way, not only the power of this show, but all of those animated shows. Do you know that? I read this yesterday. The only reason Fox is staying alive is for this animation block because the rights for it are so fucking much around the world that that is the only thing keeping that TV network in business right now. And I was stunned after reading it because there's like a block of 4, Bob.
Yeah.
On Sunday nights, it's like The Simpsons,
Family Guy,
Family
Bob's
Guy,
Burgers, and I don't know what the other one is. Probably something dumb.
Yeah, and Family Guy's coming back, right?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It just fucking prints money. I think Seth MacFarlane doesn't do anything anymore except the voices. Like, I think he's just like, I'm fucking done.
I don't know. He's a hard worker. It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, I think he got tired of doing Family Guy. Like he does he does all the voices still, but I think he's like, yeah, you guys can take over creatively, and I'll just print money. And
there's so many iterations of it. I know they've got the live action show, Alana's in that, and then that's coming back for another season. And then there's another animated version that's coming out of Ted. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Ted live action.
Oh, right. He does
Ted
that too.
animated
Yeah.
they're doing, and he's doing the voices of that. And yeah, Seth MacFarlane just prints money. I mean, just prints fucking money, for Christ's sakes. But they said that block is the only thing that's keeping them on the air, that in the NFL.
it's honestly pretty cheap to make, right?
Yep.
And the funniest thing to me of everything is that I have a friend who does a lot of animation writing.
Okay.
For kids stuff mostly, but that's his like main job. He's a working writer in LA doing animation kids stuff. And I didn't realize this till he was talking to me about it. But animation writers get paid less than live action writers.
Sure do.
Which is there's no difference between a Simpsons script and an Office script.
And if you read it, you would like the Simpsons script more than you like the Office scripts.
Probably, yeah.
I've read them both. I'm telling you, it's not even close. The writing on The Simpsons is so lights out that it's like awesome. Whereas The Office, the writing's okay. It's those actors that really brought those characters to life. And those were the ones doing the heavy lifting on that. But the heavy lifting on the animated side is all writing because, again, it's just voices. So you can't really see their heads. So the writing's got to be elite. And, yeah, they don't get paid shit. Compared to, a normal scripted television show.
Yeah, it's insane.
It is.
It literally doesn't make any sense.
Super nuts. We get some sponsors real quick to put this show on the air. First and foremost, our title sponsor, OmahaSteaks.com. When it comes to Father's Day, some things never change. Dads want steaks, Jesse. I want steak for Father's Day.
All the time.
In my mouth. A recent survey shows 75% of Americans agree there's no better way to spend Father's Day than grilling with the family. I agree. Saturday, when you were making those smash burgers, out at the pool, I was like, does this get better than this? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. From USDA certified tender steaks to burgers and more, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best experience, guaranteed to secure your spot as Dad's favorites. Shop omahasteaks.com and give Dad the legendary Heartland quality he deserves. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with the promo code Patterson at checkout. I love these. They come in a styrofoam cooler. Don't have to go to the grocery store. Don't have to go to the butcher. And they're all incredible. And that lasts for like 36 hours. We put it to the test last week.
Yeah, because it has dry ice in there.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Would your dad want it for Father's Day?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
we'll
do
get
it.
him. He doesn't watch the show, so yeah. Does he?
No.
I don't think so, right? No. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get him this for Father's Day. What does he like?
Beautiful.
Burgers, smash burgers, steaks. What does he like?
He would like the roast type things that they have. Do they have? I think they have if they have a tri-tip.
Pull it up on the screen.
So they have actually. Let me go to other meats.
The filet though. How do you beat the filet?
They got prime rib, dog.
Yeah.
So I'm not a prime rib guy.
It's
is
not
your dad?
for you.
Yeah,
it's
your
not
dad
for you.
I know.
Is there sort of like a loin? Yeah. So anything that you kind of roast, slow roast, or smoke, or
Look at this fucking
that kind of thing.
This sirloin cap
Yeah,
roast.
yeah.
That looks nice,
Dude,
actually.
so he would like all of that. And then filet, obviously.
Okay.
But heck yeah.
I'll doctor him up a box for Father's Day.
Yeah. Get him some like
I will. I'll tell you what. Text me this address while I
Yeah.
finish the ad read, and then I'll order from. I'm not kidding. I'll order from right
Yeah,
after the
no,
show's
that would be
over.
great.
Because it's a fucking awesome gift, man. And goddamn, we had a shit ton of people over this weekend. We made a bunch of food. It was fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
It shows up right to your house. Grass-fed, grain-finished beef. Has more marbling for exceptional flavor. The fan favorite filet mignon, yes, that is my favorite, has earned the coveted distinction of USDA certified tender, and their all-new smash burgers are built for the grill. I had 3 of them for lunch, which was excessive, I think, for lunch.
They're easy,
For
thankfully.
lunch, that was excessive for me, I felt like.
They're easy. They're like pre-smashed, so you're
They're
not
great. God, they're fucking good, dude.
quick,
I know.
easy.
I know. Freezer to bun in 5 minutes. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917, a family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. They also carry mouth-watering burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, desserts, and easy-to-prepare comfort food. I said this on Drinkin' Bros yesterday, but you love the apple tarts.
Yes.
Those little apple tarts that come with it. Those are fantastic. This Father's Day, give Dad the world's best steak experience with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for guaranteed perfect gifts that give Dad that legendary quality. And for an extra $35 off, use the promo code Patterson at checkout. It's omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off with the promo code Patterson at checkout. Peruse their site like we just did live on television here and order some up. Next up is Hard AF Seltzer. .com. If you're eating meats, you might as well have some booze to go with it. Your mom's in town here, and she talked my ear off this morning about the seltzer.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The seltzer.
She fucking loves it.
She fucking
I
loves
was stunned.
it. She's been sending me like videos of her and her friends
Getting
drinking
fucked up?
it.
Yeah.
She
Watermelon's her favorite, they said.
watermelon's her favorite.
Yeah.
It's
Every lady loves the
It's
watermelon.
fun.
Every single one. I
and
love it
it's
too.
fun
It's one of my
for her
favorites.
to be like, I'm like, take it to stuff.
Yeah.
She's
She's like, it really does taste like a Jolly Rancher. And I was like,
Yeah.
I know. She goes, we drink it all the time. And I was like,
Yeah.
awesome. I wish we were in California. We'll ship her another case, but yeah, we're not there yet.
I would, because she takes it to
I know.
her stuff, and
She told me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and her stuff is in Ojai, which everyone is there now.
Right. And
Juliette Lewis is like her friend now.
And it's all natural. Oh, is it really?
Everyone's in Ojai.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway, Juliette Lewis, Siegel.
Who's Hathaway? Oh, we went over who Hathaway's married to. The rich dude. But yeah, it's if we go to the Beaumont game, if Beaumont Renegades make it for the NIL, we're in the stadium there too, which would rock.
Yeah.
So let's go Beaumont Renegades this weekend. But go to the store locator, click on the city or zip, find the closest location nearest you, grab a 12-pack today. We're trying to get rid of shipping in the mail because the margins suck, and I know First Form is doing that as well.
Yeah.
Their drinks are coming out nationwide. We're doing their huge launch party next week up in it's tomorrow. We leave tomorrow night, goddamn, in St. Louis for their launch party because they're launching across the nation there. And I don't know if they're going to ship energy drinks anymore in the mail either, just because the weight of it is so expensive and the margins suck. Rather just have you go buy a 12-pack and enjoy your lives. Also, Tall Boys are coming first week of August. That's going to be green apple, blue raspberry, and then the Penn State cans will be the first ones out, just in time for college football season. So looking forward to that. And all the Albertsons in Idaho and HEBs here and Market Streets and all that fun stuff here. All right. And then Tampa's opened up. Tampa, so we're outgrowing some of these distributors, and we just relaunched Florida. Tampa's the first market that's open. I believe we're in 400 or 500 locations right now, and that'll expand across the states here as we move along. Go to hardafseltzer.com and support us and support the show. Jabes, I'd like to send a 12-pack to.
Who?
JoJo Siwa. She's back.
Back where?
Straight.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
back being straight now.
Yeah, everybody is. Demi Lovato.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is it that easy just to turn gay to straight? You've never
think-
had a gay moment in your life, I don't think,
Look
right?
at Demi. Demi's
No,
looking good.
I know. Demi is married to a dude.
Okay, who is this guy? I
think
don't know this story,
I think
actually.
their problem is they just were too public about their experimentation.
Their gayness? It's
You know
Pride
what I mean?
Month, Jesse. I'd watch your mouth, okay?
Are we still doing that?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think they just kind of took us along with them on a journey that we were not supposed to go on. You know what I mean?
We weren't supposed to see it.
We weren't supposed to see their journey of like, let me just figure out like what I like or whatever. But I will say Siwa though was real gay. So that one was that one's a hard one to reconcile.
Who was Demi Lovato's girlfriend? Let's start there. I
Well,
didn't know she was gay at all.
Do we really need to go through all of her different
Bob,
iterations of?
There's a better picture. So she took a picture in bed, JoJo Siwa, with her boyfriend.
Well, who are you asking
they're
about?
not wearing clothes. So it's right there.
Are you asking about JoJo Siwa or are you asking about
Well, we'll start with
Demi
JoJo
Lovato?
because it's on the screen, and then we'll go to
Okay.
Demi after this. So, first of all, when I saw this,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't aware of who it was at first.
Yeah, it looked like somebody's daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looked like a child. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck why is this being posted? She looks like she's 14 years old.
Right.
Now, I know she's in her 20s, I think 22 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And this picture seemed weird because it looked like a child
Yeah.
in bed with a grown man.
Yeah.
But they're in love. Apparently, they were on Big Brother in another country. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. And Mickey Rourke was on that season, and it was a real fun. He was such a shot of life. He was talking so much shit to her about being lesbian.
Really?
They like got in a fight. He was so great on Big Brother. But then
Is
he
there
would also
I haven't seen a
just
recent
like
photo of Mickey Rourke. Can you pop him up just so I see what he looks like on this show? And where was this? What country did this air in?
I
England?
think Big Brother is England, isn't it?
Well, there's one here.
It started in England.
It started
in the
England.
UK.
Okay. So that's Mickey Rourke currently. All right. All right.
Yeah, it looks like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, it looks like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
All right. It looks okay.
But he was real fun.
I'm sure. He was a blast.
Super homophobic.
Yeah.
And like giving her shit. And then would just kind of lay around like an old man. It was good.
Well, I mean, he's got to be, what, 65, Bob? How old is Mickey Rourke now? He's got to be in his 60s,
He
right?
is 72.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. That doesn't surprise me.
72?
No, that doesn't shock me.
Wow, it does me.
Why?
I mean, that's my dad's age, for Christ's sakes.
Right.
So-
Well, he was in like black and white movies, wasn't he?
No.
Rourke?
No.
Okay.
Black and white,
I don't
Jesse?
know.
I think
In the
he
1940s?
was in a film that was
He
black
was in
and
like
white.
a new, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Rumblefish or something like this.
Rumblefish was not black and white, I don't think.
Okay.
But, yeah, 72, huh? All right. What does he probably just need cash or something? I mean, nobody's working.
One would
so,
imagine.
yeah.
Yes, he was on Celebrity Big Brother UK.
I read there was an article that came out this morning. Do you know that 76% of production has left Los Angeles? So I mean, it's a fucking ghost town right now. Yeah. So this makes sense. Like, you're going to see more and more of this. So JoJo Siwa was on this. He was on this. Who else? Who was the rest of the cast of this? And what did they think? Just because it's on another country, like we don't get it here, probably.
No.
Got to use that Express VPN maybe to get it.
Okay. Interesting.
No, we get it, don't we?
No, not England's. We don't get England's Big Brother. We don't
Okay.
get that at all.
Okay.
Who was the rest of the cast in there? Just out of curiosity,
No one.
that we know.
Yeah.
Could be like British stars, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are like Chesney Hawkes,
Oh, right. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
unfamiliar with their work.
Ella Ray Wise,
Sounds familiar, but maybe just because it's three names.
Yeah.
Patsy Palmer,
No.
Nope.
No.
English actress, English TV presenter, English politician, Michael Fabricant, Jack P. Shepard, English actor,
No.
English TV personality, English actress.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that's all.
No. No.
No.
Bob. No.
No. And then JoJo Siwa and Mickey Rourke, right?
Yeah. Just wanted to. I just wanted to see what we had going on there.
Yeah, they obviously put the most ridiculous Americans to be like, see, we told you.
Yeah.
This is how they all are.
Holy shit. Okay. So the guy that she's with in bed was from this show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know his name. It's one of probably the names that Bob just said out
It
loud.
was Chris Hughes.
Chris Hughes. Okay.
He's an English TV personality. I don't know. He's been on Love Island. So basically, he just does the reality rounds.
Gotcha. Okay. So she's not gay anymore because of him. Because of Chris. There we go.
Yeah.
Why would you post this, Jesse? This picture? Pop that up one more time on screen, Bob. Why would you post that on
Because
Instagram?
It's true
love. Okay.
You know, it's unfiltered. It's not it's real. Okay, Ross.
The last thing I would think
She's
to do,
just
snuggled
real,
up in
dude.
bed, is just let me grab a selfie real quick for the gram.
Right.
Last thing I would ever be like, oh man, you know what? I really want to capture this moment, and I want to post it to the world.
You know who I think a kindred spirit of hers is? Like, you know who she reminds me of more than anyone else? She's like the best case scenario of Gypsy Rose Blanchard's life as a child. Like, just a mother who's just like intrusive and making them do things, except Gypsy was being poisoned and JoJo was being prostituted to the world.
Right.
And so now she's kind of, or like a Britney Spears, where she's like, I'm free now, so I'm going to do, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm free and didn't really learn any real life lessons in my childhood because it wasn't a childhood. So now I'm going to just like start over and like learn it all now.
And do whatever I want.
Okay? Because I am an adult.
Yep.
Mom. Okay?
What's weird about Britney Spears too is over the weekends there's a new channel which I was unaware of on YouTube TV called MTV Classics, where they actually just play old music videos.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's just videos and videos only. When you're like, oh, all right. You and I sat there and watched it in like stunned silence of like, holy shit, remember this? When it was just music videos? And Britney Spears came on.
Yeah.
And you said to me, holy shit, she can still do the same dance moves from like 20 years ago, but on Instagram.
Well, so that's what everyone is saying when she does these like crazy moves and stuff. You're like, go back and look, like put it up against one of her old videos.
Yep.
And she is doing the exact choreography and moves that she would do in her videos, but it was just produced. She had backup dancers. You didn't think she was crazy. So it is the exact same. It's just context is everything.
Yeah, it really is.
Context is everything. Production is everything.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that looks like a crackhead in an old cheesecake factory is the same exact moves that is in the,
video
award-winning Britney Spears video.
Yeah. It was really strange to see. Now with Demi Lovato, who is her chick? Can we pop her up?
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Because we don't know.
Really?
It was another famous woman who she is declining to out, and her song "Cool for the Summer" was inspired by their tryst.
But you guys, we did so many stories on the different things that Demi Lovato was, right?
Over the years?
It was, hey, I'm bi, hey, I'm...
Yeah. Pan,
hey,
Non-human.
I'm non-binary, hey, I'm... gay, then not,
I thought she went like outer space with it too.
Oh yeah, I'm dating an alien. Something like this.
Yeah.
I'm part alien.
So she
I'm
married
dating a
an actual
ghost.
man. That's her husband?
Yeah.
Really? When
And
did they
had,
tie the knot, these two little lovebirds?
Recently, within the last week or 2 weeks.
What does he do? He looks like a musician.
I think probably that's right. Or a producer or
banker. I'm kidding.
His
name
school
is
teacher.
His name is Jutes.
Jordan
Jutes Lutz.
Okay. What does he do?
I think it's
It's Jordan Lutz, but he goes.
But it goes by Jutes.
Jutes. Yeah.
That's what all his friends call him.
And what does he do now?
What does Jutes do? And it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter.
He's a singer-songwriter from Canada.
All
Great.
right.
That's probably all you need to know. I don't know that he's done anything.
Has he written anything? Maybe he writes her shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. They had a
she can actually
really
sing, though.
normal wedding in Santa Barbara, I think.
He co-wrote a
Like
number of
su-
songs on her album Holy Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's an independent artist.
All right. She's a really good singer, by the way.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's going to live. She was on my death watch for a while. Remember that? I was like, she's going to die soon. After we watched that doc on her, I was like, oh, she's going to fucking die, dude. You know?
Yeah.
She lost a bunch of weight. Look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
She's done, and she's alive, more importantly.
She's alive.
And they both got matching neck tattoos, which is nice. Love to see that happen. You know?
So the potential people who could have been it for Demi Lovato. I'm just asking Grok because Reddit's down right now, so
Okay.
I can't. Normally, I would just search that on
Are
Reddit.
all these getting hacked? Is that what this is?
I don't know what's going on with Reddit. Normally, I would search for a Reddit thread of people theorizing.
I know.
but-
I by the way, this is happening to like every fucking site now, and I don't know what's going on. For real, because I encountered the same thing last night. I was looking up stories for the show today, and Reddit was down last night. So this has been going on for fucking 12 hours.
Yeah. So the number one suspect is Ruby Rose. Ruby claimed they had a 2-year relationship, but there's no proof of that, I guess. Lovato's never confirmed it.
Ruby Rose. Pop her up on screen. I don't know what she looks. The name sounds familiar. I'm sure I'll recognize her once you pop her up. But Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fun one.
Nice.
You would never guess she's a lesbian,
Yeah.
or that would be your first guess.
Yeah, but Orange is the New Black. It's like they all, yeah.
No, I know.
Here's the fun ones. There's obviously fun suspect number one, probably the one everyone wishes it was, Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Oh.
Who is it?
Right.
But I don't think there's a ton of stuff there other than they've been friends for a long time.
Right.
Maybe things got a little more.
Okay.
Right.
Katy Perry.
No, I don't see it.
She would have been married to Orlando at the time, I believe. So
I don't see it.
Miley Cyrus or Noah Cyrus, both girls.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Noah. But
I think it
I
was
don't see
this.
it.
I think it was this girl that we saw the most blind item pictures about, but they could have, nothing that they were full on making out.
Yeah.
Right.
But holding hands at Disneyland, or you know what I mean, where you're like, okay, that could be.
It could be something.
Friendship.
Yeah, it could be something there. Who else is on her hit list there for
no
Demi
one,
Lovato?
no one of super importance. Some chick called DJ Kittens.
Oh right.
Yeah, Jesse was a big fan of her early work.
Loves DJ Kittens.
Jesse loved her early work for DJ Kittens there. So
And then Kalani.
now that's a fun one. Kalani's fun. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, pop that up. Yeah, this is a good one. Where you're like, okay, cool. Yeah,
Nice.
that would be that would be a fun one.
That's just having sex with yourself at that point.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And if
Jeez.
they're going out,
It is actually interesting that she has the same.
haircut,
Oh.
identical.
Oh, I mean, exact same
that's-
hair, dude.
Yeah.
I don't hate. They also kissed on
Maybe
stage at the VMAs in
Oh, okay.
2018.
Nah.
That's cool.
Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Who hasn't?
I know, and
That's
that's a
definitely
nice,
where
happy couple.
everyone goes les for the show.
Well, they canceled it this year, Jesse, so they're not doing it anymore.
Right.
Or they said they're taking a year off to kind of debate what's going on there, and we'll see what happens with the rest of it. But yeah, it's probably gone. Probably gone for the VMAs and the
Oh,
MTV
yeah,
Movie
probably,
Awards and all
probably.
that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Because now it's just YouTube. YouTube should just take over with it. I like it, and it's still fun, and you can create a big moment. But I think it's YouTube's time now. Mm-hmm. I definitely think it's time for YouTube to get involved and do the show, and then that's where the videos are. So then just connect them on there.
Yeah.
And I think you're good. I think you're good at this point. But cheers to Demi Lovato. I thought she was going to fucking die, dude. You know?
Yeah.
I was positive.
Yeah, I was never really sure what her drug was.
Cocaine.
Was it cocaine?
Yeah, it was cocaine. Yeah. It was a lot.
You're fine.
I think she was
a lot of
drinking a lot too.
She was drinking cocaine, but like, come on.
Jesse.
You can get out of a cocaine alcohol spiral more than I thought it was like heroin or something.
No, nothing crazy like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Cocaine though, maybe you're right. You know, you can hop right in.
She
and
was
out of
working a lot.
Especially because I see someone like this and I'm like, but you're not even good at drinking.
that. No.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That
Yeah.
was the problem.
Like you're not good at it.
You're not good at it.
You don't like not well, also, like in both not being a good drunk, but also like, do you even know like what a cocktail is? You know what I mean? Like, are you just making like vodka waters all day? Like, what is?
Well, you're like pre-gaming and just downing a bunch of hard liquor and then doing some coke and then being crazy. You know, like
right.
Yeah.
to even get up if you have any anxiety at all and need to like go and hang out with people or do a show. So you're just like, okay. Like she's just going to be kind of crazy and annoying.
Yeah.
But she'll be here.
But she'll be here. I mean, eventually.
Like Demi's coming.
Yeah, she'll be here. She's going to be late.
She's
She'll
got
be
about
here.
20 good minutes before it all fucking falls apart. So make sure you get your pictures, get your stuff, or else like because it will get weird.
Very true.
And you'll want to leave.
Yeah, very true.
But she's coming.
Yeah.
She's gonna be here.
Yeah. She'll be here in 2 days.
She's making an appearance.
She'll be here in 2 days. She'll send a text.
She'll be super late and you'll have 20 good minutes, but she will be here.
Yeah.
She might do some karaoke.
Quick update in the Blake Lively trial, by the way. Breaking news here. The judge is dismissed the emotional distress claims. So that's out for her as far as that she was emotionally distressed by this. How long is this going on here? It's never going to trial. What do you think? They wrap this up by the end of the year? Some settlement?
Yeah.
What do you think the dollar
Well, the
amount
trial is set for March
of next year?
of next year.
We're not going there.
So they'll go back and forth until it gets closer.
What do you reckon the final number is there?
Of what?
What he's going to get? I think
What is
Baldoni's
he
going to
asking
win.
for? 400 million, right?
Yeah, it's something crazy, but let's face it, that's not happening.
He'll need to get. I'm sure they've tried to settle. He'll need to get what he fucking asked for.
I think it's going to come in around a hunjo. Yeah.
No, they've already tried many times to settle with him.
For 100?
I'm sure they have. And he was like, no, I'm getting this. I'm getting all the things. And I don't have anything to lose, bitch. I can keep this going. I'm not working. He's like, I'm not working. You're the one that needs to get back to work. So I can fucking sit around and do this shit all day long.
All right. A hunjo.
You still need to make appearances. You still need to go out with your husband, Ryan. You still need to work on
know.
other projects.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. And
Not me.
They just picked up
Thanks to
Wrexham
you,
for another
Blake.
season.
Thanks to you, Blake, I have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
So let's fucking go. And by the way, the only way I'm going to get my reputation back is to get on the sand like Johnny Depp. So if you don't give me the second movie, and $400 million, I'll get on this. I will do this trial.
Yeah. I mean, and the reason I ask, by the way, is on the flip side of this, isn't there a crossover movie? Well, it's not a movie now. It's a comic book right now with Wolverine. And is it Batman or is I want to say it's Batman, right? That they just announced here. And I was wondering how they were going to keep this world going because, let's face it, that was the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. And so I think we have the answer. Yeah, Deadpool was. You believe that? All time.
Yeah, I believe that.
All time?
Yeah, I believe that.
That was shocking to me. But yeah, they're putting Batman versus Wolverine. And that's what they're going to do. So I guess they're going to try to cross those universes to keep this going. Bob, you're the residents here on this. Are they even in the same lands?
I don't know if that has anything to do with Deadpool, though.
DC
right?
and Marvel are entirely separate entities. However, the brands have crossed over before in the Amalgam series, in which Wolverine was Batman in the series Dark Claw.
Okay. What does this have to do with
I apologize. It's
any of
it's
this?
Batman versus Deadpool. Batman versus
Batman
Deadpool.
versus Deadpool?
Correct. So it's going to arrive in comic book shops in November here. They've got a picture of it.
It's
Bob, if you want
just
to
a
pull
comic?
it up. Well, here's the thing. Hear me out on this one, Jesse.
What?
You make this comic so that way you can figure out a way to get everybody amped to make this into a movie. This will go back to this trial. I think they're going to get the fuck out of here before the end of the year and then try to make this movie happen.
There's a billion comics like this, though.
Right.
Like the whole comic book universe, they always cross over shit like this.
So what Bob, tell us, is this Marvel and DC?
Yes, it's clearly on the cover. It's a Marvel and DC
It
collaboration.
says right there, Marvel and DC.
Hey guys, I don't even know what this bullshit
It
means.
just says right there.
I don't even know what it means. I just wondered legally, with the rights being owned by DC and then the other ones being owned by Marvel, can you get these two guys together on screen?
Yeah, I mean, so that happened. I guess it's not comic books, but Marvel had to like buy Spider-Man from Sony, rent Spider-Man from Sony,
Okay.
to get Tom Holland into the MCU.
Gotcha. Okay. So with that being said, Jesse, this ties in. I just found the timing very curious when this dropped because you're going to start having to negotiate this fucking thing pretty soon here. So
Right.
I give this till the end of the year, and I think it's done. And then it all goes away. Wrexham just got picked up for another season. So, yeah.
It's fine. It can all go away. He just needs $400 million and the rights to the second movie. It's fine. You can make it, Ryan. You can make it go away right now. The only problem is you need to give him what he wants.
400, huh?
$400 million and the rights back to the second movie that he wanted to make.
You don't think a hunch and the rights back to the movies? Because wasn't there 3? Wasn't there 2 more?
2. There's 2.
Okay.
So it ends with us, starts with us. He has the rights to both of them.
Okay.
Unless there's some kind of misconduct and then he loses that.
All right. I think a hunch and the rights back will do it. That's just my guess.
So do you think she was trying to get the misconduct and then steal the second one from him?
I 100% agree. And by the way,
I don't know any other reason why you would. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if they just dismiss this emotional distress thing, doesn't that get him out of that? As far as like moral conduct?
The emotional distress was dropped, but I assume there's still other
No,
like,
there's
sexual
lots
harassment
of other
and-
stuff. They're just, as far as damages for her emotional distress, she couldn't prove that she was emotionally distressed from this. She was not ruined from this. There was nothing that happened to her.
Okay.
Monetarily, but they're trying to show that the smear campaign basically that Justin Baldoni did, which maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but he was pushed, provoked, and it wasn't hard to do. Just a little bit of planting on the internet, and everything comes out. And happened organically. Again, the fatigue of this is too much for people to handle, so we won't be following this in any type of way.
We won't, but this actually interests me.
For him, it is the most important thing.
Yeah.
He needs to somehow get his reputation back. So, is that the money plus the rights, or is it a trial where he can actually show what she did? Not sure. But that's his most important thing. So, however he's going to do that,
Okay.
is up to him.
Yeah, because the timing of not only this, but then obviously yesterday this announcement of Deadpool versus Batman, which clearly they did to make a movie out of it, and people would be amped. I mean, shit, I liked all the Deadpool movies, so yeah. I'd go and see this. I don't know if it's Pattinson, though, as Batman or what would happen there. He's the current Batman, but if you give me, Affleck versus, I think that would be all right. Although he seemed weird the other day. Like, his interviews are super off the rails.
Who?
Ben Affleck. I watched him on Theo Vaughn, and can you figure out what it is?
Yeah, it's just an Adderall.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. I think he might have had a stroke. That's just my guess. Like for real. After I watched it, so I don't know.
Yeah. That's another one too he's never going to be the same. For whatever reason, whether it is a stroke or a bunch of drugs or he's just never going to be the same. So you're just kind of like, okay, like when you're acting and stuff or directing, fine.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to see him do any interviews.
No, ever again.
But he will.
Yeah, he will. He will. What if you threw Keaton in here? Come on,
Keaton
dude.
against Deadpool.
It'd be really funny.
I think Keaton has crossed that line, that fine line.
Age-wise?
Yeah. He's fucking great. But I think Keaton has crossed the line a little bit.
How you know we're cooked is if they somehow get Christian Bale back into the bat suit.
Well, wow, Bob.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Then we're all in, dude. Holy shit.
That just means there's no coming back from that.
Does Nolan direct that then?
No,
no.
Why not?
No.
That means
Why?
No.
we're fucked. If Christopher Nolan gets signed on to do Batman versus Deadpool, it's all over. There will never be another good movie again.
What do you
fucking
mean?
over.
Why?
Steven Spielberg will kill himself.
Here's the deal.
Martin Scorsese will just get on a boat and go out into the ocean. You'll never see him again.
He's already there, friend. He's what, 89? He's done.
I get that. But like if you're wasting Bale and Nolan on Batman versus Deadpool, just the medium's over. The medium's over.
All right. Now that you've pitched this, dude, and we're in it right now, I'm fucking in this, Bob. I think, me personally, I don't think the Odyssey is going to do very well at all. The way to get yourself out of this is do the biggest movie ever fucking made. Deadpool, Bale, Ryan Reynolds, and Bale and Nolan. Fuck. Guys, that would be the highest grossing film of all time.
The Odyssey's going to crush, first off.
I don't think so.
Dunkirk crushed.
Also, like...
Dunkirk did okay.
What do you even... Like, I already know that oh, God, that movie would be so bad. Like, it's just Bale being like, who are you? And then Ryan Reynolds being like, who are you, Mr. Growly Man? And then that's the whole movie. That's 2 hours.
Hey, I love the last one, though. I loved him with fucking Wolverine. Like, and I hate this shit. You're talking to somebody who hates this shit. I don't like these make-em-ups, dude. But, man, Bale, Nolan, fucking Ryan Reynolds. Yes, dude. Yes. Largest movie of all time.
By the way, Christian Bale would never. Unless I don't know
right now?
Unless I don't know him the way that I think I do.
What's he doing
He
right now?
would never ever do a movie with that piece of shit, Ryan Reynolds.
What's Bale doing? Look him up right now.
I am looking at his IMDb.
I haven't seen him in 2 years.
He's building foster homes.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
So and by the way, Bale already did the One for Them, One for Us when he did Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
But then he did Amsterdam, which was, what's that director who screens everybody?
Oh,
David Russell.
yes.
Yeah.
Wait. I believe that's David. Yeah, he did that David O. Russell film.
Okay.
And then he did...
Is that out? It's not out, right?
Amsterdam, that came out in 22. He was
did?
very busy in 22. Because he had 3 movies out in 22. He also did The Pale Blue Eye, which was a Netflix film, like a mystery. It was good. But it was, Bale stuff, right? And then he was a voice in The Boy and the Heron, the English version. It was one of those animated movies that got a bunch of noms.
Yeah.
But he has 3 movies coming out, including playing Al Davis in the Madden biopic.
Oh, fuck. Dude, did you see the picture of this?
Great.
Pop up that
Madden?
picture, dude. Oh, you're
Cage,
gonna...
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's badass. Like,
did we send this to each other for unrecognizable? No, right?
No,
Bob?
we didn't. Completely
There was
unrecognizable. By the way, I did not
t-
know this was Christian Bale, so that was unrecognizable to me. I'm sorry.
But
it
they
was.
did the unrecognizable with Cage.
Yeah.
I go from
no.
500 million miles away. I know
knew
that's
it was Nicolas Cage. I
anyway,
agree. I had to zoom in though for Bale.
That looks like Bradley Cooper.
Let's fucking
I had to
go.
zoom in for Bale. So they finally
Let's
got
go.
me. You finally got me on an unrecognizable.
You didn't recognize
I
that.
didn't.
Me
I didn't
neither.
recognize Bale.
Me neither.
Dude, I had to zoom in for Bale and for Nick Cage.
So actually,
I knew.
Nick Cage is the one that's Bale, and Bale is playing. So he's dressed as Nick Cage. This is how they're doing it. They're finally getting us like totally unrecognizable.
Oh,
so they
boy.
first put Cage makeup on him, then
Yeah, and then they switched. What a great Al Davis. I bet he fucking
Bale would be a
murders it.
great Cage. He could play Cage in 1 second. Like a real Cage,
could play
authentic
anyone.
Nick Cage, I know.
He could play anyone. But guys, we really just created the biggest movie in Hollywood history here. Like, for real.
I don't
Who
want-
just
I don't want it.
created?
All of us here today.
With Bale and Ryan Reynolds?
Bale, Ryan Reynolds, and Nolan, that's the biggest movie of all time. We just all watched The Studio. The Kool-Aid Man thing is fucking right on cue. Like, that is what everybody's looking for. What is the biggest
Is
movie
Nolan
we could ever
done?
make in the history of the world?
Is Nolan done?
No. He's
I'm
filming
not
a movie now.
asking you. What?
Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
He's filming a movie right now.
What?
The Odyssey.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sean Avery's in it.
Nolan
Avery's in it.
What
does
was-
whatever he wants.
What was the last one that he did?
Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
Okay, so Nolan's fine.
Yeah. But I don't think the Odyssey's going to do well. And
You thought fucking Oppenheimer was going to do as well as it did?
No.
I thought it was going to do pretty well, yes. But, not that well. Jesus Christ. That movie...
The movie ruled.
It was awesome. It made what? But the money it made was shocking. Of like $600 million or something nuts like that. Like for a 3 hour and 30-minute movie.
It made 975
God damn.
worldwide.
Are you kidding me?
People are just going to show up because it's Nolan.
For a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He's got the trust of the public.
He does.
Okay.
So
He does.
he has the Odyssey coming out, and he also has another film called Die Early that he's writing and directing, also starring RDJ. So he's good.
All right. But it's still, you're going to need time to do this Batman Deadpool thing. You're looking at a couple years here. But that would be the biggest
What are you
movie
talking about?
of all time.
I already wrote the script, so let's start shooting.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody has. I'm sure somebody's sitting there right now going, all right, hear me out. We're going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. Man, I feel good about this. We just created the biggest movie of all time. I think this happens.
That's great.
I think it happens. Absolutely.
That's great.
If you are Bale, they're going to back up the truck. He's going to get at least 35 for that and probably some back end points. Ryan Reynolds as well. This would just make sense for the world. It really would at this point in time. And if you're trying to save the box office, which look, they're having a fucking lights out summer so far and a lights out year at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, it's because of some original movies. That Sinners movie is up near $300 million domestically already. I have not seen it. I really want to, but I don't feel that I can take the kids to see it, obviously, because it's a rated R movie. But
it's on digital now. You
Is
can
it really?
watch it. Yeah, you can watch it at home.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd love to check it out. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it. So
It's good.
I really, really want to see it. And like that live action Lilo and Stitch, or Lilo, however you pronounce it, Crushed, Mission Impossible, Crushed, Final fucking Destination, which I told you guys about on the show. Do you know that's up to $150 million in the box office already?
That's sweet.
Yeah. So they're going to make some more of those.
Also, this is worth maybe noting, Friendship, the small
Oh.
low-budget comedy.
Yeah, dude.
How did that do?
It was in the theater.
Now, this
and
is important.
Oh, it was in the theater, and I was like, man, I want to see this.
How'd
it do?
It made $10 million first weekend.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That's fucking great for an independent film.
It's A24. I assume the budget was not that high.
Oh, it was like
No.
$4, dude. That's
okay,
a
so it's
really
it's,
huge
Its
number.
box office total right now is actually $12.4 million.
That's a massive number for an independent film.
That's important.
Yes, and I'll put it to you this way: the film that just won Cannes is by Richard Linklater, who's one of the best directors of all time. Won Cannes handily. It got like a 20-minute standing ovation. He sold it for $4 million to Netflix. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee you, the budget was way higher than $4 million for Richard Linklater. For Christ's sakes, so yeah, that is a massive deal about that. So I saw the poster when we were walking into the theater over the weekend, and I was like, shit, I want to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, good for them, dude.
No,
All right,
that's important.
That is that's a big deal. Good for, and Tim Robinson's the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he write it? I don't know.
No, actually, no. He was just an actor.
Just an actor.
No shit.
Yeah, he did not write it, didn't direct it.
Interesting.
It's just Tim Robinson is Tim Robinson at all times.
He is, but it's so specific that I just figured he wrote it himself, you know?
I thought he did too, legitimately.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, we appreciate you tuning in. Kids, go to Spotify and leave a quick 5-star over there. Videos coming for Ross Patterson Revolution for Spotify. Signed a deal for the entire network for Tetherball Academy Media. Obviously, on Patreon, you guys will get this first, and then it'll come out a week later. The YouTube shows, though, that are live here today will go up tonight. So Drinkin Bros Sports is on there yesterday. Great job, Delco. It looked fantastic on there. So, yeah, you'll see all of our shows pop up. Crime Corner's on there. Who do you got on tomorrow night in Crime Corner?
We have Dave Lout.
Dave Lout.
From my old stomping grounds, Oxnard.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Nardcore.
Yeah.
He was an Olympic hopeful, but married the wrong person.
Well, hopes get dashed, and that's what happens on Crime Corner.
And now he did. Anyways, the point
I'm getting a lot of comments that the video quality on Smart TV for Spotify is insane. Yes, it is. They spent a lot of money on technology with it. They also changed the name of Spotify, by the way, which is fun. So now it says Spotify, music, and podcasts. Oh. So, yeah, they're making a massive, massive push. And a lot of it has to do with when I was talking to the VP over there of all of us complaining about YouTube. And so they're like, hey, dude, we want to get in the business of this. And please sign and come over and bring the whole back catalog. So we are. And we're thrilled about it because we don't have any restrictions at all. Same way as like Patreon. We don't have any restrictions over there.
Right.
They didn't tell us any notes about anything. We don't have to bleep anything. We don't have to fucking fight with these assholes on YouTube. So it's great for all of us. So yeah, go to Spotify and then rate the show a 5-star and then pop over to iTunes. I'm going to switch this up now. Pop over to iTunes and leave a quick review and all that other stuff. But Spotify is the jam because you can watch the video now.
Right.
And Crime Corner looks fantastic. So you guys are knocking it out of the park for sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate you tuning in. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.